Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Friday, February the 13th. The year's 2026. Let's talk trading. Weekly wrap up. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And because your results may differ from mine, make sure your risk management's in place. That way you don't lose more than you're willing to lose while trading. And let's just go through these videos. Brain management. Remember, you don't want to do no fear, no regret. You don't want to do any of those. And pain does not come from the market. It comes from your reaction to the market, what the market's doing. Money management. Make sure you take the profit before the market takes it back. A couple strategies are taking 50% off and moving your stop to break even, or you can move your stop to break even plus one after you're up by 5 or more pips. And just remember, every win is luck because you don't control the outcome. So let's see, a quick look at the monthly. We're about 62 pips below the monthly open, 107 off that monthly high, and 119 off the low. And we are within the, we're between the wick zones or inside the candle body. All the weekly open gaps have filled, and we've taken out that weekly pivot right there. On the daily, we are within the opening range for the week. Notice price went down, hit that the weekly open and bounced off it today. We are within the opening range of the month by 3 pips. And we're above the opening range for the year, above that high by 124. Looking at the year, okay, we are 169 pips above the yearly open. We're 243 off the yearly high, 284 off the yearly low. Notice we crossed that this year's midpoint, and we bounced back. We had an inside bar 3 days ago, and we went up into that inside bar range today, Thursday, and we opened it on let's see, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. So we've definitely broken the low on each of the 3 days, or one inside that range and then came through the low. So once again, these inside bar ranges, we had a weekly inside bar range 6 weeks ago, but we're 93 pips above that high. And one other thing, we've got a lot of inside bar happening here on the daily, a few on the weekly, and even fewer on the monthly. For the day, looking at the ranges, pound only 57 pips. Who's the big winner? The pound yen at 148. Coming in second place is the pound Australian, and tying for third is the Swiss yen and the pound New Zealand dollar. I'm wondering why the pound dollar is only at 57 pips. That's barely moving the needle. The buy zones proved to be profitable. And the buy zone here, the sell zone here, both of those, once again, taking your money off the table. That daily open crossover, this candle here shot up. That was during the news. And full disclosure, I've had a good trading day today. But once again, you have to have an honest evaluation of self. I made some mistakes, and I cut down on a few, but I anticipated something, and if I had only waited, or actually, I guess I just traded wrong. I traded short right on the opening of the news when that 29 candle, the 29-minute candle, was actually a bear candle, which meant I should have taken the long, but I didn't, and it went up against me. But I put in about 3 or 4 trades up in that wick zone, and I saved my bacon. Rats range is, large enough, and you can see here we had this 36.34 line. You can see here price had a hard time closing above it. Right now we're looking at the M15 chart, but we switch over. I keep forgetting when I do that switch on this chart, it's got to do all this calculation. Um, and that's why it takes so long. For some strange reason, this computer's just been running slow anyway. It's an i5, but it's an older i5. I've got an i7. That's my upstairs computer, and I don't like it. And it's about time to get a new computer because I'm running Windows 10, and there's a bunch of software, new software, TurboTax being one that only wants to run on Windows 11. So maybe I should switch software from TurboTax to something else. But I've been using TurboTax for a couple of decades, I think. I used to write my own uh, income tax software, just using spreadsheets, and not, and I don't mean spreadsheets like Excel. I had other spreadsheets that were more programmable. Um, but you can see here this 34 line, price was just having a really hard time closing above it, so I just kept shorting it. And then we look at the pivots. The Bambino Flex indicator said to short. And it finally did pay off here. It said short. The pivot trading plan said price near the pivot was a short. And you can see here we never really got that close to R1, but it was just basically all shorts. And once again, we did take out that daily pivot. See, we got a missed one from 4 days ago. Yesterday we took out this missed pivot. I'm sorry, not yesterday, but this last week took out the previous week's missed pivot. And then looking at the month, we've taken out the monthly pivot. Wick zone. As you can see, it was just mostly wick zone. It's just mostly wick zone. And price is now closing out of the wick zones 80% of the time. So once again, profitable trading. Looking at the smart range this week, only 126 pips and 0 percentile, just no movement. You can see this week's an inside bar. So you can see here the last time we had an inside bar, then an outside bar. What's happened when the extremes are broken. And so no break out of the previous high or previous low. High minus close right now is 87 pips. Close minus low is 38 for the red rats and green rats. And for the weekly crossover open traders, we had a high minus open of 122 and an open minus low of 4. So not much downside, but plenty of upside. Looking at a simple price action screen here, yeah, you can see what happened here. That was definitely a red candle, and and me in a bonehead move, I went short, and it said, "Ha ha," ran against me a bunch, and then as it was coming down, I just shorted. I shorted again here, and then finally it let me out. I think I shorted a couple times there. I think I had like a 34 and a 30 short, and then it let me out with the profit. And then I was just basically taking some price action score trades. We shift over to M30. You can see Once again, there's these nice moves to the upside. But when price was just getting around this 25 line, it was hard to close above it. And then we got some closes above it. And then it was, like I said, there was that 34 line right here where there were just no closes above it. And it was like, okay, if it's not closing above it, it's closing below it, so let's short. And I was taking some higher low trades. In fact, I was explaining to Ben about the higher low trades, Ben, aka Airball. And I was saying how, I kind of picked that up looking at those market profile traders who like to talk about that and the order blocks and all that stuff. And I shorted here again, nice trade. But I was taking some quick profits because sometimes I got caught and then it would run against me and I just add in. And he said, well, you know what? You never lose money making money. I thought that was pretty funny when he said that. But you can see here we just had a lower high trade trigger off. And one of the things about these trades, like I said, this one was off a 3-ball, which was nice. And you see here it just turned around. It never pressed down. It's just waiting for these supports. And you can see here there was some support previous, 15 and 14. So taking a trade in this area, there doesn't seem to be like there's much risk in the sense that, it might go down, but, chances are it's going to bounce somewhere around here. And then just, trying to ride these ranges. But I just learned that trick from Walmart. It's like if it's going in your favor, just keep adding in. And like right here, here's another opportunity. We got 5 minutes before the hour's over, and you could probably take a long trade here, and it just might pay off. Quickly, the range for the month so far is 225 pips. And let's see, let's look at what it is on the ATR percent. 51%. That's not the lowest. So we had a couple in the 40s a few years ago. Let's see what else. Year to date, no, that's accumulated range. I don't think we haven't moved that needle. What the percentage right now, 1.17%. If you bought at the open, you'd be up. So really not much happening with that range. Quick look at the monthly price between wick zones, lower high, higher low, inside bar for the month so far. Weekly, same inside bar, lower high, higher low. And then we look at the daily. We just crossed below that daily open once again. A lot of price action. We're inside that lower wick zone because yesterday was almost a doji. We'll just have to see how that plays out. And as you can see here, we just dropped down through that. So we've got a new lower high, but we have that support here. So I think right here we had a lower high and it shot up. Money to be made, but just a couple of pips, and then it turned right around. And you can see here previous resistance 790 minutes ago, 895 minutes ago. But those were areas of resistance. And you can see here it's making lower highs, lots of wicks, and big down candle there, and it just broke to the bottom. So, fellow traders, I hope everybody's had a good trading day, week, month, year so far. I'm going to wish you all a fun and safe weekend. And when you come back to trading, I want you to always remember and never forget it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.